No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on last year's national champions, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Got it. Flare.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Lasso.
Back to throw, it's DeLuca. Finds the tight end. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't...
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Number 24.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Trying the left side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Wants to fire on second down. On target. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Caught by the receiver. Gain of 1. Brings up second down.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
Get set, get set.
Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Got a man. It's Valentine. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Got it. In the middle, it's Larson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Young.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On the double.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on second down. He's got him. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Notre Dame.
Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running back searching for a hole. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
At the 43.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all of the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Here we go.
Kill. We got three, fellas. We got three. Hey, D-Line, let's go. D-Line,
They go to the ground. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Set. Hut.
The give on the inside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Grab near the marker. It's Valentine. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
With the carry, it's the running back. Picks up 3. Brings up second down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
He's out of bounds, near the 45. It's 3rd down.
Ready up.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down.
Slap.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Kill. Black 24. Black 24. Rita.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Loss of 3. Brings up 3rd down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route.
Terrier.
Wants to throw. It's DeLuca. Zings it complete to the right. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Easy. Ringo. Set on.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Flare. Get set. Timber.
Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Razor. Pilot. Cobra. Ready.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
1st and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. The screen, and watch out. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down.
brought down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spiders.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Valentine. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
Caught close to the marker. It's Valentine. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
First and goal.
I'll tell you what, dude, in today's football, I'm not starting a team without a guy that can do that at the quarterback spot. You see it. He hits the gas, pulls it down quickly, and just goes. Whether he's reading something, whether he's throwing, he is always a threat to run the football. He completely changes the way you play defense.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on first and goal. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Number 12.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Colorado State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's DeLuca. Here's the pressure. Grab near the sticks, it's Stewart. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand. Now you have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. They'll try it over the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. It's complete on the right side. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion.
Go! Easy!
Single receiver.
Griffin! Acorn!
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Ready? Logger! Rita!
Dropping back, it's DeLuca. Unloads to the right. That's reeled in. It's Huffman. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. He wants to change this route.
Gaucho! Go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got a man. It's Stewart. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, LSU.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Here we go! Dino! Ready!
To the air on 1st down. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
The first half with the score, LSU 21, Notre Dame 14.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
To kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Tackle is made at the 44-yard line. Brings up second down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Slab.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Tackle at the 47-yard line. Third down coming.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Young. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Brought down on the play.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Spider. Ready.
Back to pass. Fires left. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Loses one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On the ready.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd.
Go.
Now the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 12.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice gain for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Third down coming up.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They even things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders. Lion. Go.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
He runs out of bounds at the 22. Good enough for a first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
Cricket.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
Second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Get set.
Kill.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On the snap, it's Young. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
At the 9-yard line.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy has had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Moves. Ready, go.
Direct snap. It's Hill. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Green. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Number 34.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Set.
The give. Fighting off the defender. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Gain of 4.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
6-9-1.
First down for the Tigers.
Down. Ready.
Looking to pass. It's DeLuca. Sets up the screen. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Come on, set.
He might want another play.
Tuna.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. Trying to barrel in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
Read up. Set.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Yankee blue. Green 25. Cut. Pilot.
Let's go, D.
Ready.
They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here.
Go.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Number 24.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 17 to Florida State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
On the double. Igloo.
They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
Brings up second
It's got to
down.
feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Gain of 2.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using his feet to buy time. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you
Breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his legs, it's Hill. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They move on top here in the fourth.
Number 34.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
28.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Finds his man. It's Stewart. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll run it to the right. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Working that left side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Looking downfield, it's DeLuca. Snagged out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Gain of 17 on the play.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Clark. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Number 81.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Get set, get set. Harden.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Young. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Pow! powers through. The pressure was rising, drama just encapsulating this entire stadium, and the defense comes up with that pick.
Yeah, so the quarterback, he's got to be able to handle this situation. Obviously, everything gets elevated. Everything has to happen a split second sooner. You feel the crowd noise. You can feel the energy, but you've got to keep your poise. And you just wonder in this juncture of the game if the quarterback's starting to lose.
Got enough space. Touchdown, LSU. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
The score, LSU 42.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Young. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field, but you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Makes the catch and screen. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
Moves.
Single receiver. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
On the out route.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense.
Third down.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end.
On third down.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Out of bounds at the 27. Good enough for a first down.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Behind the chains now on second and long.
Green 25.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hot